has this little thought in my head that always tells me you're not a natural leader. Just support others. That's what you're supposed to do. That's my purpose. That's what I did for decades. In marketing, I got to support others, people's dreams, ideas, thoughts, but stay in the background. I even did it when I started going in and helping businesses grow with programs. I'm like, okay, what's your program? What are you doing? How are we creating this? Yes, of course, I will definitely be in the background helping you with tech and running the room. Wait a minute. I can do this for myself. But why can't I? Why is it so terrifying for me to do that? So 5 years ago, I started thinking about that. I started looking at that. What is it? And I realized it was my inner critic, that critic that was trying to hold me into a specific box, one that was very comfortable and safe. And every time I stepped out of it, I was terrified. I was like, I can do this. Okay, I can do this. Like, and then I go, I succeed at it, but then I'm like, okay, go back in the box. It's safer here. I want to go back in this box. I remember this time in college, I was assigned to be a leader of this Halloween exhibit / event. And I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? I don't know these people. How am I going to lead this thing? And I'm like, oh, if we're going to have to do it, let's do it cool. And we put it together, had all semester long to do it, gave our presentation, and the teacher loved it. And 10 years later, I ran into her and she's like, your event is still one of my favorites. It was incredibly creative, ingenious, and you guys work so well as a team. But the strange thing, even with that success and that knowledge, 10 years later, I still didn't believe I was a leader. Because that's like inner critic just kept telling me over and over again. And I chose to listen. Today, I hear it. I still hear it, but I don't listen anymore. I go, thank you for telling me. I'm going to let you leave the room, but this is what I'm going to do. These are the actions I'm going to take because this is bigger than me. My idea, my purpose, my voice. So I would love to hear if you are experiencing the same thing. There's one specific inner critic statement that is screaming at you, not allowing you to move forward. I want to hear it. I want to see if there's a conversation that can be had, and maybe you can get some new insight of what's happening. Because the idea of courageous action is doing something different than you have before. All right. Well, have a wonderful November. Try really hard not to hunker down and hibernate like I love to do once the snow has now hit us in the Midwest. Oh, it's an opportunity for me to do something different. And I hope for November, it's an opportunity for you as well.